International Relations and Cooperation Minister Naledi Pandor is today expected to host her Ukrainian counterpart, Minister Dmytro Kuleba. The two ministers will have political consultations in Pretoria. This as the war between Russia and Ukraine continues to intensify. Kyiv has also been receiving a lot of military aid from the West. SABC News reporter Khayelihle Khumalo joins us now for more on this. Khayelihle, a good morning to you. I mean, a very important discussion now when we look at, global conflicts, a lot of the attention having gone to Gaza over recent weeks, but Ukraine still very much in crisis.
Well, very much so, Naledi. So this is part and parcel of galvanizing that support, but also trying to really just understand the ways of making sure that there's a long-lasting solution in this regard, especially given the very global impact of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. But joining us now is the SABC's international editor, Sophie Mokoena. So, Sophie, a very important time, especially because we know that Ukraine has been yearning for this opportunity.
Well, it is very important. As you pointed out, Ukraine has been yearning for this opportunity for some time now. You know that the ambassador of Ukraine in South Africa has been complaining that it looks like South Africa is not interested in meeting the Ukrainians. And therefore, this is the opportunity for Ukraine to present their case, and as you can see, the cars have just arrived of the minister, and I think the engagement with the South African minister will revolve around how do you make sure that South Africa is perhaps taking a different view in relation to Ukraine and the war in Ukraine, but we know that not much is going to change in relation to South Africa's foreign policy of non-aligned. We know that it's based on South Africa being part of the non-aligned group and also the South-South position. And I think, however, it gives Ukraine an opportunity to be able to talk about the issues and also to perhaps express their views. As you can see, the minister is walking in relation to what President Zelensky said yesterday, that the war in the Middle East is now kind of dominating the news, and the focus is now on the Middle East while there is still a war raging in Ukraine.
And quite a very important moment, Naledi. Minister Kuleba just walked in here at our Tampa building to have that meeting with Minister Pandor. But once again, Sophie, at a very critical time where you do have Gaza, where the catastrophe is escalating there.
Well, of course, as media, we are going to ask the two politicians to also weigh in on what's happening in Gaza, particularly looking at the failure of the Security Council to ensure that there's peace around the world. You know that when this organization was formed, the UN, and then you had the Security Council, the aim and the objective was to ensure that there's peace.
Some difficulty there with that feed, but we are going to keep you updated, of course, on that very important discussion between International Relations Minister Naledi Pandor and her Ukrainian counterpart.